Well, howdy. I'm the Misplaced Texan, living up here in northwestern PA. I am BJ Anderson, otherwise known as the so-called semi-most world-famous Captain Scientist. Today we're going to do 6 little fire experiments. We're just primarily in the video going to demonstrate them. The explanations to each experiment will be expressed below in the article. So, today we're going to get with it. I got some assistants that are going to help me. One is my lovely daughter, Claire Ray Anderson. Thank you very much. And my other lovely daughter, Paige McLean Anderson. Now, there is science to these fires. If you want to try to duplicate them, which I am doing, I did not come up with any of these, please be very careful. Because fire, you can't fight fire with fire, as the old slogan goes. A little bit of water helps a lot more in that aid. So be very, very careful. Okay, first off, guys and gals, before we get started here with the first experiment, we're just going to kind of run through the test, okay? For their explanations will be my wording below this video. So, once you want to find out how this works, you can read on, okay? Now, the first one I call the candle reflame. And what we're going to do, we're going to light this candle's wick, we're going to blow it out, and then we're going to light it again 6 inches above the wick. Okay? Now what we're going to do in our second experiment, I call the seesaw candle. And what we're going to do is light both ends and see what happens. Underneath the video again, we explain what happens. So girls, now it is best though to use a straight candle. I have a tapered one. I got it about as balanced as I can though. But we're going to try to attempt to see if we can make our candle seesaw. And again, the explanation of why it does that will be underneath the video. Okay girls, light your ends. Okay girls, blow it out. Okay, for our third experiment, I call fire and water. What we have here is a plastic plate, a candle, and a tall glass cylinder. And in Paige's hands is a beaker with some water that I dyed green. Again, to understand what's going on, the explanation, you can look under this video. Now, what we're going to do is light the candle, put the cylinder glass back on top of the candle, then pour the water in, and we'll see what happens. Alright, girls. This is experiment number 4, what I call jet propulsion. Now it actually is demonstrating a little bit of propulsion and thrust, which is generated from this little hole I have on top of the lid. Fresh air intake goes in, vapor exhaust outtake goes out. And that is what creates our little bit of thrust and propulsion. Also creates a vacuum where we'll see some of the effects of that. Now, what we have here is the pickle jar with a little centimeter hole drilled in the top. I filled the level to not the best fuel, it's lighter fluid, because what we really need is something like methanol with a high evaporation rate and high volatility, vapor. So, what we're going to try to do is light the top of this to light the fumes. Now, on this nice, cold, rainy, average day here in Pennsylvania, where we only have 88 days of sunshine a year, we're going to try to light this. Hopefully, we got some vapor in there. And I taped it to ensure some of the vapor's trapped. So I'm going to take the tape off. Alright, we did create a vacuum there. You did see the fuel dance a little bit. What should be happening is the vapor will catch fire. Now when the vapor catches, ignites, it will go down into the liquid fuel, and the exhaust from that ignition will go out, but then in comes new fresh air with oxygen to keep it going. As that happens, you create thrust. And you also create the vacuum, which would affect the liquid, make it start dancing around. But due to the conditions here, we don't get to really see it, because right now we have what old mechanics will know is from working on carburetors is we got some vapor lock here. So we're not getting any ignition. Alright, experiment number 5 I call the fire erupting volcano. Again, for the explanation, look underneath the video and it will explain. Anyway, what we're going to do, we got a 3-gallon bottle jug, and we're going to pour some rubbing alcohol. That's isopropanol or isopropyl alcohol. Going to pour a little bit in there, and then we're going to kind of swish it around the sides. And what this does, it leaves a little film all over the inside of the plastic container.
Pour a little more in there. That'll do it.
Okay, anything left, we're going to try to pour out. I think we got a good coating. Set this to the side. And now we're going to see what happens. Zoom in. Cool. This is our last and final number 6 experiment with fire. And what we're going to attempt to do here is demonstrate what a tornadic firestorm is. This really happens in forest fires, but we're going to do a little tiny replica of it here, hopefully. And again, for the last time, we're going to demonstrate it in the video here, but in the article below this video will be the explanation and understanding of what's going on. Okay, all I've done here, I got a bowl with lighter fluid in sand. I got a little bit of organics in there to kind of help fuel along, but just regular sand would be the best thing for your fire medium. I've already put the lighter fluid just enough to get everything kind of saturated and wet. It's going to be the best. Alright, now I'm going to put the screen on. If I don't put this screen on, we won't get our effect. It's going to be explained underneath as to why. So, let me go ahead and see if I can get this started. Fire get going a little bit. You know what? We're going to close the door to keep it wrapped out. Put the screen on. First we'll turn it without the screen. We'll just get the fire, that's all. Okay. Now with the screen on, we get our tornado. Now, folks, having all these fire experiments, I wouldn't be very fair not telling you how not to get rid of it in case something happens. So, we've came up with a little homemade fire extinguisher. What it is, twisted in toilet paper is sodium, baking soda. We got 3-to-1 mixture of water and vinegar and a little bit of soap to emulsify everything. So I'm going to shake this up and get this fire out. Okay,